What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And today's Division 2 video, it's going to be a do this right now in the Division 2. I'm going to show you how I am doing inventory management. I'm going to show you how I am collecting certain things. And I will show you how I am hoarding on multiple characters and also making new characters all at the same time. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. I hope you find this video helpful and informative. If so, make sure you hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the channel by subscribing, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. But this is going to be multiple tips and tricks. This should be the ultimate guide to get you ready for this next title update, the big update for the Division 2. We are currently still doing PTS phases for this update. The next PTS phase will be next Friday, and that will be the last PTS phase 3. And then after that, they will be tweaking it and then giving it to us, the public. So this is for everything you need to do in preparation for that, because we should be getting this update within the next month or so after they are done tweaking the PTS changes. But okay, so everyone is good? Everyone hit the thumbs up? All right, let's move on. So first and foremost, the number one trick is hoard caches. Okay, you can hoard caches on multiple characters, and you can hoard caches in your stash and also your clan weekly cache. So right here, you can see I am hoarding right here. Not really hoarding. I'm just keeping this one clan cache in here, and you can stack up to 3 of them, I believe. So this gives you room to stack up 3 different clan caches. So make sure that this ends up having 3, and then right before every week reset, you take one out. That way you don't lose a clan cache. So try to always keep this one full, and you'll see why I'm starting to hold the clan caches in here, because I have well over 100 caches on me. So that's going to be the first thing, is make sure you can, hold a few of your clan caches in that weekly cache box. But remember that after 3 weeks, you will start to lose clan caches. So make sure you take one out right before every reset. That way you can keep 3 in there without losing anything. Now, the next part is your stash. So right here, you can go over to your mailbox, and you can see under deliveries, I am 59 out of 60. And these are all conflict caches, all of them conflict caches. I have 59 out of 60. I wanted to keep one space open just in case I go over my, my limit, and it'll go into this mailbox. But as of right now, I have stacked up just about the entire mailbox full of conflict caches. Now, on top of that, on my character, I also have conflict caches all throughout my character. And I'll show you on my other characters the same thing. Now, the reason why I am stressing hoarding these caches in different spots, whether it be your clan weekly cache, storage, whether it be your mailbox, whether it be other characters, is because you can hold all of these caches, and you will have a chance to get the new weapons, the new gear sets, the new named weapons, the new named items, or even exotics from these caches. So the best thing for you to do is hoard these, because like you guys saw in the PTS, it pulled up my PC character, which had conflict caches on him. And as soon as I opened them up, I automatically got the Kingbreaker, and I also got the Dare named LMG from conflict caches. And remember, that was from phase 1 when they weren't even supposed to be in the game. I was getting them out of my old conflict caches. So you can see that once the general loot pool is updated, your caches will be able to get the new loot. So again, here's my second character, 20 out of 20 caches, all conflict. So you can see that's just about 60 in my stash right now, full of conflict caches, and then 20 on each of my characters. That's already 100 caches right there. For as soon as the update goes live, I'm able, to try to reap some of the rewards. Now, while I'm in this menu, I do have a hardcore character, but if you have another regular character, I would say, get the stash space, all of those mailbox caches, you can put them on each of these characters. Each of your characters can hold 20 caches total. So it's an easy way to just hoard those caches on characters you're not using. That way you can refill that mailbox and keep as many caches as possible. This is an old technique we used in Division 1 for survival caches, for global event, caches, things like that. And then the last thing I wanted to say is right here, my fourth character. I've already made a few videos on this, so I'm not really going to go into too much detail, but you can keep restarting a character over and over and over and start them in Warlords of New York. It takes roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours max with a team if they are helping you go through Warlords of New York. If you are doing it solo, you could probably do it in about 4 hours. But once you do that, you can stack all of your materials, you can stack all of your optimization materials, everything from that character to all your main characters. And to do so is whenever you reach level 40, you will unlock Keener's Watch, that Shade Watch level. Now, if you are over shade level, I don't know, maybe like 500, 1,000, something like that, you could really reap the benefits of doing this technique. So you go all the way up to level 40, you defeat Keener, take his watch, and then without doing anything else, just go straight to your watch and scavenging, and then just max out every single one of those materials. Once you do that, go to the base of ops and hit share materials, and it will transfer all of those materials to your main character. And you can keep doing this over and over and over and stacking them over and over. So that's going to be that technique. Now we're going to go back to this character, and I will show you some more inventory management that I've been doing. Now, I hope you've learned something in this video so far, but if not, I have a few more tips and tricks I want to show you. All right, so here's my main character. And just by the way, I have been playing a lot of Conflict to get all of these caches. And yes, I am running a double Slayer build with the Regulus. It's kind of like a funny thing because I'm not using these weapons. I'm just using the Regulus with this setup. And it's pretty funny whenever people, they inspect me and they're like, "You're really using a Slayer build and winning?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." But they forget to see that I have the Regulus as my sidearm. Okay, so for inventory management into the stash, okay? So what I do typically on my character's inventory is I keep a few slots open for more caches, typically about 4. And reason being is things just like this global event, for example. So check this out. You don't even have to do the global event to get a cache. So go to the global event and just hit activate, right? And I purposely held off doing this just so I could show you guys. So all you have to do is activate the global event and you automatically get a cache. Boom. And you saw that I just unlocked a named item cache. Now it just turned on the global event, so that's cool. Now we're in Guardians. But now if I go back to that global event, boom, now I have the named item cache right there. Free. I didn't have to do anything. All I did was activate it. And that's another free cache. So look, now I can hold that onto my character. And now I have a few more slots for a few other caches. So I'm able to hoard these different caches from different areas, knowing that from the PTS, I was able to get newer items from those old caches that they took from my old PC character. So it was pretty neat seeing that happen in real time. So I believe that if you hoard these caches, you will have a big advantage over your competition because you could be getting all of the new brand set items, the new weapons, the new named items from these caches. We don't know yet which ones are going to be PvP exclusive. And if you remember, all PvP exclusive items come from your Conflict caches as well. You're able to get the same items from the DZ in a Conflict cache. All right, so now on to my stash inventory management. So what I've done is I made sure that my second character's inventory was maxed out 150 of 150 of all the normal items that I use. Reason being is check this out. I am now hoarding all of these named items that I will never use. I will never use these. And the reason why I'm doing this is because you can donate duplicates. So at this point, I should be able to max out a few proficiencies within these named items just from donating all of these duplicates. So you can see, and I'm still scrolling, these are all named items that I am hoarding so that as soon as that update goes live, I'll be able to donate them and, hopefully gain some proficiency levels without even doing anything at the start of the game. But you can see basically all of these are named weapons, all of them. You see this? This is crazy. And the reason I have so many is, check this out. If you go over here to the crafting table, you can actually craft these named items. So I've been crafting these. And note, if you look at my materials, that's from me doing the different characters, and I've been stacking materials. And then look, here's another named weapon right there. Let's see, is there a named weapon? Nope. A named shoddy right here, the send-off. And I believe those are all the named items you can craft for weapons anyways. Now for actual items, I know you can do the chest piece. There we go, the Vedmedsia vest. That's the named Petrov vest. And let's see, are there, oh yeah, the ammo dump. So you could craft these as well and just hoard as many as you want. And then as soon as the update goes live, just donate them and gain your expertise levels that way. Now, let's see, do I have any named items? So for this one, let's see here. So Caesar's Guard, I've been collecting quite a few of those. I know it's the Heraldi. I forget the name of it. Oh yeah, Hunter Killers, of course. I've been stacking a lot of those. You can get those from Cassie Mendoza, so don't forget, you can go over to Cassie Mendoza and gain the named items that way. Oh, it's the Persine example. And then I have a crap ton of these as well. So another way I've been doing this is these vendors actually sell named items. So right here, every week they sell a different named item. Well, unless the vendors suck and they just, copy and paste what they did the previous week. But normally they are different. So what you can do is you can stack up on these named items as well and put these into your stash as well. That way, no matter what is going on, you should be able to gain at least a couple, levels of expertise day one without really having to go through that horrible grind. Now, in my opinion, after playing the PTS, and the everyday carriers at the clan vendor, okay. Now, what I've been doing since learning this from the PTS is stacking up on these because I have noticed that exotics and named items are going to be your hardest things to become proficient in, your hardest items. Reason being is they don't take the XP from the brand sets or whatever because they are different. They're in a different category. So the Night Watcher mask, for example, the Night Watcher mask is a Heligard, and so is the Chill Out mask. Those are both Heligard masks. However, if you run 3 Heligard with it, you will not gain the same XP because they are gaining XP from the named and exotic category and not the brand set category. So if I go over here, go down to mask, let's see, I have a few Chill Out masks. And then here are all my Night Watcher masks. And you can see I've been stacking up on these as well because the vendors have been selling them. Now, a majority of these vendors will have named items. So you should be able to stack up on a lot of named items, especially if you have multiple characters. So what I have been doing is I have been emptying my stash onto my different characters' inventory. I fill up those inventories, and then I fill up my stash of named items and exotics. That way I can donate them as soon as this update goes live. And then right here is the Carnage over here at the campus. So then you could just buy a whole bunch of Carnage duplicates, and then as soon as the update goes live, you can donate them. Pretty simple technique. Now, let's see. So is there another tip and trick? I think I actually might have covered it all. Let's see. Here's the theater, the Calibre. So you can stack up on all those as much as you want, and then as soon as it goes live, just donate them. Now, within this video, I have shown you 2 of the 3 ways to become proficient in those items under the expertise leveling system without even playing the game. One is just by redoing multiple characters and sharing those materials, that will help you gain a whole bunch of materials and stockpile them so that whenever the update goes live, you can donate those materials and become proficient in those items. And then what I also showed you is how to stack either exotics or named items in your stash so that whenever the update goes live, then you can donate duplicates. So that's 2 out of the 3 ways to become proficient. The only other way is to play the game and get kill XP. So in my opinion, this is the best thing to do right now in the Division 2, is stack up on materials and stack up on those duplicates for your named and exotic items. That way, whenever the update goes live, you can knock out 2 of those 3 techniques and get as many items as you can proficient within that first day of the update dropping. And then the other thing is me showing you how to stack and hoard those caches amongst different characters in the stash. And what that will do is give you a high probability of getting the new items that day 1, because as soon as that update goes live, donate all your materials, donate all your duplicates, and then open up all of those caches. I mean, I probably have over 120 caches amongst my different characters. So I hope you found this informative and helpful. I'm going to go ahead and stop it there because this is pretty much it. I mean, if you do these things, you will be really sitting good for this update. I'm telling you, it's going to be nice. So get it while you can, prepare while you can, and then as soon as this update goes out, you will be ahead of the curve. I am Kamikazevondoom. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.